Today on Vacation Angel Getaways, the amazing Lake Chelan, a year-round world-class destination for fun, relaxation, and much, much more.
Hi everybody, I'm John Fahey.
And I'm Erin Mayovsky, and today on Vacation Angel Getaways, we are going to take you on a fantastic adventure to one of the coolest places on the planet, Lake Chelan in the North Cascades of Washington State.
That's right, we're going to show you some really fun stuff, some hidden gems you might not know about, and even discuss the mysterious lake monster who may or may not be lurking beneath the surface of this deep mountain lake. We're also going to meet an extraordinary young boy named Ryan Leonard.
Yeah, that's right. He's really cool. Ryan is only 7 years old, and he has spent the last 3 years battling leukemia. But he just finished his treatment, so the Vacation Angel Network is sending his family on a free getaway to Lake Chelan to celebrate his big accomplishment. And guess what, John? We get to go with.
We do. So everybody sit back, relax, and take a trip with us as we explore Lake Chelan and the North Cascades of Washington State.
John, I know you are really excited to do this particular show because you are the regional expert on Lake Chelan. In fact, when people say you wrote the book on Lake Chelan, they're not kidding. You actually wrote a book about Lake Chelan.
I did. A few years ago, I got in my head that Lake Chelan was the coolest lake on the planet. So I set out on a series of adventures around the globe to visit the other amazing lakes and try and prove that I was right. And it was from those adventures came my book, which is Lake Chelan, the greatest lake in the world. Now, I don't want to toot my own horn, but this is the #1 best-selling book about a lake west of the Mississippi.
It sounds like you could have made up that category.
No, I did not. It's absolutely a very coveted and sought-after category.
Okay, we will see. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, yes. But regardless, Lake Chelan is a spectacular lake, so I've been really excited for this particular show and the opportunity to share the lake with one of our Vacation Angel Network families.
Yeah, and this is really cool. We are preaching to the choir here. My family goes every year. We love the lake. We love to play and just see what it's about. But this year we're going to showcase something really special. Let's introduce our viewers to the star of our show, Ryan Leonard and the Leonard family. This is Jeremy and Kelly Leonard, young parents of 2 small children, Ryan and Riley. Their oldest, Ryan, was a typical happy 4-year-old boy, but in October of 2017, his life took a dramatic turn.
We noticed one small bruise, which was kind of odd, and so I said, that's kind of different. Let's call his doctor.
One small bruise led to some blood tests.
And she called and she said, I have Ryan's lab work back and I'm concerned. And I was like, oh, okay. And she said, I want you to go to Children's now. There's a team. Go now. Ryan has leukemia. And so I was like, well, that's his blood. Like, that's his blood. He has cancer in his blood. Like, that's your whole body.
I melted down right away.
Ryan was diagnosed with B-cell ALL, acute lymphoblastic leukemia. They would soon find out the extent of the battle they were about to fight. This was the longest treatment of all pediatric cancers.
It was just over 3 years. Yeah. It was 1,109 days.
Ryan was a fighter and so courageous during treatment that friends and family coined the term, fight like Ryan.
His attitude got everybody through it.
And every day they would ask him how he felt, and he would always say,
better than yesterday.
So you could see it in the nurses' faces.
Yeah.
They were all in awe of him.
And with an incredible family and support team behind him, Ryan completed his treatment and beat cancer. And that's where the celebration comes in. The Vacation Angel Network is sending the Leonard family on a free vacation to Lake Chelan, Washington. This is a celebration, though, for 7-year-old Ryan, who just finished 3 years of treatment for leukemia.
Now, the family has never been to Lake Chelan, so first, let's go check out the lake. Lake Chelan, nestled in the North Cascades of Washington State, is one of the jewels of North America. Carved by glaciers, this 55-mile-long freshwater fjord is so vast, it extends through 2 climate zones. The first thing you will notice are the shades of blue. an infinity of blues that sometimes look like the Caribbean Sea. At the south end, low rolling foothills are bathed in sunshine and beautiful orchards and vineyards edge right down to the lake. There are fantastic fruit stands to explore, and of course, there are amazing wineries nestled among the vines above the lake.
We're in some of the most beautiful areas that you can drink wine because there's estate vineyards all around the lake. 30 plus wineries here. What's unique about Chelan is not only its beauty, but the fact that when you come here, you're going to meet winemakers, you're going to see where the wine's produced, and you're going to taste fabulous wines. Some people come to our winery and say, wow, this reminds me of Tuscany, or maybe it reminds them of somewhere on the Mediterranean or at Lake Como. It's a beautiful place. And everywhere you go, every winery you go to has a unique atmosphere. Some places you can just sit out on the veranda like at Siren Song and just look at this incredible view.
This region of sand, sunshine, and fun has been a beloved vacation destination for generations of families in the Pacific Northwest. The quaint little towns of Chelan and Manson seem to be ripped from a Norman Rockwell painting and beg to be explored. And the lake itself is a paradise for children of all ages.
I love Chelan because it's a small town. Yes, we have a lot of visitors here because it is a wine destination vacation, but it's a small town at heart.
As you move up the lake, you quickly encounter the towering North Cascade Mountains, where nature's beauty is on display. At 1,486 feet deep, this is the third deepest lake in the United States. And because the walls of the fjord extend up to peaks well over 8,000 feet, Lake Chelan resides in the deepest gorge in North America. And here we are up at the end of the lake here at Stehekin, where Lake Chelan starts or ends if you like. Behind me are the only glaciated peaks you can see on the lake. Back in the distance, that is up at the crest of the North Cascades near Cascade Pass with Buckner Mountain and Fremont Mountain. These mountains are so pristine and beautiful that in 1968, the area at the upper end of the lake was set aside as part of the North Cascades National Park Complex. The region is often referred to as the Alps of America. Within the Chelan drainage are the highest non-volcanic peaks in the entire Cascade Range, and the sheer granite pinnacles which vault above the evergreens are always a sight to behold. All of this combines to make Lake Chelan the greatest lake in the world.
I love that place. You know what's also cool is Vacation Angel Network.
It is. In fact, for those of you who don't know, the Vacation Angel Network is a group of vacation rental homeowners, and they open up their homes to give free vacations to families that are going through a hardship like an injury or an illness.
The house donated for the Leonard family is called Mountainside Chelan, which is perched above the lake on the south shore. This particular property is really neat because when you stay there, you actually get 2 houses for the price of 1. And as a bonus, this house has a small cocktail pool that is heated all year round. Now this was particularly cool for Ryan because during his treatment, he had a port in his upper chest. The tubes were just removed and the port stitched shut. So this is the first time he was able to go swimming and be underwater since the port was put in.
Lake Chelan is known to have 300 days of sunshine a year, but obviously this is not one of those days. But when it's cloudy down at the lake, that means there's snow up here in the hills. So we're here at the Echo Ridge Trailhead for a sledding adventure.
Oh, yeah!
Was it fast?
Yeah, but it was too fast.
Oh no! There's a small day use fee for adults here, but kids are free, and they use that money to keep the roads open and to groom the trails. There are miles and miles of trails for snowshoeing, hiking, for cross-country skiing, and of course some small little hideaways where you can go sledding. That was so cool! So one of the really neat things about the Chelan Valley is it's full of fun and quirky characters. Vicky's a lifeguard here at the Mountain City Park, and she goes swimming 365 days a year.
Because I love swimming, I love Lake Chelan, and it's the greatest lake in the world. I find that it has made my immune system strong. I very seldom get sick, but they're also doing a study in Europe right now on the benefits of cold water swimming. It's producing a protein in the brain that blocks dementia.
So there you have it. Swimming in cold water can make you smarter. So I'm swimming right now with Kelly, and Kelly is also a winter swimmer.
Yes. This is my 17th day in a row, and my friend and I normally swim in the Columbia down in Wenatchee. So this is actually quite a bit warmer.
And by warmer, she means 43 degrees. And yet, after almost an hour in that water, I don't feel any smarter. Do I seem smarter?
You know what? I think I'm the smart one because I decided to stay outside the water there,
That's
John.
probably true.
All right. Well, the Vacation Angel Network provides dinners, some travel expenses, and for the fun of it on this trip, they bought gifts for the kids. And my favorite part...
This is my favorite part too. When kids are diagnosed with cancer and they finish their treatment and they get to come out through a group of their friends and their families and they get to ring a bell. But because of COVID, this year Ryan didn't get a chance to do that. So since this whole trip was a celebration of Ryan finishing his treatment, the owners of the house got a bell for Ryan to ring, and they brought presents for both Ryan and his sister Riley.
That's really cool. Coming up, wingsuit skydiving, lakeside surfing, and much more.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm John Fahey, and man, we're having a good time.
Yeah, John, it is so cool out here. I'm Erin Mayovsky. Thanks for being with us. And for those of you who don't know, the Vacation Angel Network is a group of vacation rental homeowners who open up their homes to families.
That's right. Families like the Leonard family who are dealing with some kind of a hardship, like an injury or an illness. So, Erin, did you know that Lake Chelan is rumored to be the home of a legendary lake monster?
Yes, I did. And my family and I are always on the lookout for chili whenever we're at the lake.
Yes. Well, did you also know that I am considered to be one of the regional experts on the Lake Chelan monster? In fact, some people say that I wrote the book on the Lake Chelan monster.
Oh, brother, did you really write that? Look, it has his name on it.
I really did write it, so yes, I did. So, over the years, I've done a tremendous amount of research on the legendary monster, and here's what I found out. Accounts of the lake monster exist all the way back in Native American mythology. One of their early creation stories tells of the lake being dug by the Great Spirit to imprison the monster who had been ravaging the land. More recent tales of the monster began to surface almost immediately after settlers moved into the valley. It was usually described as a serpent-like creature that moved in a fashion similar to an eel. There were a few accounts that described it more like a dinosaur with a long neck and fins, similar to a plesiosaur. The monster has come to be known as Chili, an elusive denizen of the deep, spelled with a TS, a nod to the original spelling of the lake, but it's pronounced Chili. But how could a lake monster get into the lake, you ask? Well, Lake Chelan was carved during the last ice age, a period of time that lasted tens of thousands of years. It's easy to imagine ice dams creating huge waterways that pooled and drifted across the region. Could lake monsters have moved freely across the connected waterways back then? And when the ice receded and the lake shrank, were these creatures left landlocked? A similar lake monster named Ogopogo is said to live in Lake Okanagan just north of Chelan in British Columbia. Well, we don't really know. For now, the lake monster remains a mystery. You may be skeptical, but there are dozens of people who are not skeptical and swear they have seen this mysterious creature of the lake. So the next time you're out floating in the lake, remember to glance around and even down below. Who knows, you might discover you're out chillin' with Chili.
So John, as an authority on Lake Chelan, is there really a monster? Is this true?
Well, look, there could be, okay? There have been so many sightings over the years, and I met a very credible woman who said she and her family watched it swimming around for several minutes, and it was as clear as day. And there's certainly plenty of places in the lake where a lake monster could hide, but this is what I want to stress for all the kids. If there is a lake monster, he only eats fish, and occasionally he sneaks up on shore and steals the chocolate eggs and jelly beans from my nieces and nephews' Easter baskets.
Well, I feel so much better knowing that, but is it possible that the lake monster is a hoax? Or maybe just someone dressed up like a lake monster costume?
Well, that is just the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard in my life.
You are ridiculous. But you know what's ridiculously cool is what we're gonna show the viewers next.
That's true. We're actually gonna head right down the hill here to a really cool treehouse that is part of the homes that are offered in the Vacation Angel Network.
Whoa. This is
cool.
so cool, John.
It is cool. It is like a hidden secret spot in the woods,
my
and this particular tree fort has had some families stay here, and it's just been a really neat trip
Oh,
for them.
I bet.
Welcome back, everybody, to Vacation Angel Network Getaways. I'm John Fahey.
And I'm Erin Mayovsky. So glad you're here with us. Now, we talked about the Leonard family and how they spent their time in Chelan for their winter getaway, and because Ryan just finished his treatment. But as most people know, Chelan is very popular in the summer, and it's a great destination. So in order to properly showcase the area, John?
Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take you on a tour of Lake Chelan in the summer. Chelan is a year-round getaway, but by far the most popular time is in the summer, where warm water, sand, and sun combine to make this an amazing country getaway. There's always lots of fun activities to be had around the lower end of the lake: fishing, skiing, inner tubing, jet skiing, paragliding, or you can just spend lazy days on the beach or floating out on the water. The bulk of the lake is surrounded by wilderness, and it's likely you will find stretches where you feel like you have the whole lake to yourself. And here we are at the top of the lake pulling into Stehekin. Now the town of Stehekin is the most remote town in the lower 48 states. It's only accessible by seaplane, by boat, or by a very long and difficult hike through the North Cascades from Cascade Pass or up over Park Creek Pass. If you're looking for a way to spend some quality time with a family and get those kids off of those devices, a trip towards Stehekin might just be the ticket. And the smiles speak for themselves.
Speaking of Stehekin, this next story really showcases the beauty of the mountains at the far end of the lake.
That's right, it does. Chelan is an adventure seeker's paradise, but these thrill seekers take it to an all-new level and give us a spectacular look at the North Cascades that surround the lake.
Flying wingsuits with Todd and his boy Phil here. Damn good time.
That's right, for an intrepid group of wingsuit flyers and skydivers, the North Cascades are an irresistible backdrop for adventure.
Amazing. Good flying. It's nice to see him, like you exit first and just see him going into the line over the snowfield, through the clouds.
Up here among the rugged peaks is a stunning land of rock, snow, ice, forest, and rivers. It's no wonder they call these the Alps of America. Now, of course, you don't have to soar through the air to enjoy the Stehekin Valley. It's one of the most remote places in the lower 48 states, accessible only by boat, by seaplane, or by a 30-mile long hike through the mountains. So it's a great place to disconnect and relax. And there's always lots of things to do, and there's lots of things to see. Like Rainbow Falls, one of the highest free-falling cataracts in Washington state. But if you're a skydiver or a mountain climber, Stehekin is the perfect place to set out for thin air and gaze over some of the most beautiful mountains on the planet. The North Cascades are officially the snowiest location on Earth. They received over 95 feet of snow in 1 year. That's almost a 10-story building. This explains why over 90% of the glaciers in the lower 48 states reside right here in the Cascades. These are the remnants of the glaciers that carved Lake Chelan. These are the glaciers and snowfields that still feed the lake and in many ways continue to define the lake. And the best part is, whether you've climbed to the top of these jagged peaks or taken a helicopter to soar above them, when it's time to descend, there in the distance is beautiful Lake Chelan at the bottom of the valley, just waiting for you. But if wingsuiting isn't your thing, you can take it a little bit less extreme with a tandem free fall at Chelan Skydiving, or get certified in free fall on your own. If that's still too extreme, how about paragliding? Chelan is one of the premier paragliding and hang gliding destinations in the US. The folks at Skydive Chelan are the best. They are focused on a safe experience, but they are also focused on making it fun. And with the Columbia Plateau, the beautiful lake, and the North Cascades laid out beneath you, this location is impossible to beat. So if skydiving is on your bucket list, Skydive Chelan is the place to go. Now maybe skydiving is still too extreme. How about paragliding? The Chelan Butte is one of the premier paragliding and hang gliding destinations in the US. The folks at Skydive Chelan can also get you up on a paraglider and soaring off of Chelan Butte and over the lake, which will take your breath away. Or you don't have to paraglide off the butte. This is my friend Scott Dobo paragliding from Slide Ridge, and if you look below, you'll see he's landing right at the house where the Ryan family is having their free vacation. If paragliding is still too extreme, you can also try parasailing on the lake or just a fun activity a little closer to the water. Whatever your level of adventure, Chelan has it all.
Very far from the ocean here in Chelan, but we've got surfing. Behind me is City Wave USA. It's the largest river wave in the world based on its width, and it's located within our surf facility, Lakeside Surf here in Chelan. It's 16 meters wide is our wave. We can move upwards of 800,000 gallons of water a minute, and that's all coming from a reservoir that holds about 1 million gallons. So river surfing, you ride the energy of the wave rather than riding the wave to shore. So there's no paddling or anything like that. If the water's flowing, then you can drop in and go back and forth up and down the wave. It's still surfing, it's just a different style. It's incredibly fun, it's easy to learn, and then it takes a lifetime to master. So your first time, we have a great success rate of getting everybody up on the board and feeling that energy of the water below, their families close by encouraging them on, and it's just a great atmosphere, not only for the surfer, but people watching. People just love it. We had a professional level surfer here the last couple days, and he was just ripping the thing to shreds, making it look incredible and awesome, and he loved every single minute of it. So whether you're a beginner surfer or whether you're at the top end and the professional, this is something that you can enjoy, and that's because of City Waves technology. Water pressure, the water speed, there's something for everybody here and everybody loves it.
I cannot wait to get out there this spring and give this new wave a try. And the best part is, whether you're surfing on the lake or you're surfing on City Wave, guaranteed no sharks.
Well, hey, this looks super exciting and it's a great addition, right? And brought to you by the folks at Slidewaters. Now, for those of you who don't know, Slidewaters is one of the state's premier water parks. It's located right in the town of Chelan, and it's the perfect spot for family fun and for children of all ages, including you, John. Here's owner Robert Bordner to tell us about it.
Slidewaters sits on 7 acres, and we have 14 attractions for guests to enjoy. Our focus at Slidewaters is to provide a park that's friendly for everybody. We try to put as much grass and beauty into the park as possible, and it's built into the natural topography of the hill, so we even get to avoid lots of stairs and towers and things you see at other water parks. So it's a real unique park that everybody can enjoy. Our newest attractions are Lazy River. It's something that everybody enjoys. Kids love to play around. Parents like to just float and relax. It's got great views of the Lake Chelan Valley. Got the tipping bucket. It's something that people just come and sit by and relax. It's a great place to spend your day when you're at Slidewaters. For our youngest sliders, we got the Aqua Zoo, which just got a couple little animal slides, but then we also have slides that they can do with their parents up at the mains. The 5, 6, 7-year-olds love those medium-sized slides. A lot of people love the downhill racer. That's a 3-lane downhill racer mat ride that they can race their friends and family and leave the park with some bragging rights. People also love our tube rides where they can get together and go doubles, or on the Thunder Rapids they can go in groups of 4. Just a great way to enjoy your day at Slidewaters. And outside the water, Slidewaters has a lot going on as well. We got a full concession stand, we got a gift shop, we got the sun deck, we got a great volleyball court. So even if you want to spend less time in the water, there's something for every member of your family to do while you're here at Slidewaters.
Despite how much fun Chelan is in the summer, winter is still my favorite time to be in the Chelan Valley.
I agree. I love it over there. The towns of Manson and Chelan are storybook winter getaways with seasonal decorations that last all through the cold months. As billed, this is small town holiday spirit at its best. Winterfest has lights, ice sculptures, fireworks, and fun activities for the whole family. The mountains around the lake are gorgeous, covered in snow.
And my favorite, there are incredible wineries with tons of heated outdoor spaces, lots of room to spread out, fires, s'mores, lights, and some of the best wine in the state. Hiking, skiing, inner tubing, sledding, even swimming if you're up for it. That's why I think fall, winter, and spring in Chelan is one of the best kept secrets in the Pacific Northwest.
Book your home at vacationangelnetwork.com. You're supporting a great cause, and even better, you're always booking direct with the homeowner, so there is never any added booking fees at all. That can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you can spend it on wine or skydiving or whatever you like.
And if you own a vacation rental home, the Vacation Angel Network is always looking for new members, so visit the website and see how you can get involved. Now, special thanks to the Vacation Angel Network, to the Mountainside Chelan Houses, and to Skydive Chelan. We'd also like to thank Slidewaters, Siren Song Winery, and the folks at Windermere Vacation Rentals in Lake Chelan, where they offer some of the best properties on the lake for your vacation. You can now rent those homes directly through the Vacation Angel Network platform.
Lake Chelan is the greatest lake in the world.
The way his parents, Jeremy and Kelly, confronted Ryan's illness was really inspiring. And Ryan, he is the neatest kid. He's fun, positive, and just a person who makes you feel like you don't have a right to be grumpy about anything. And of course, their youngest daughter, Riley, was adorable. She is 4 years old, going on 40.
And thank you all for watching, and make sure to tune in next time as we meet a new family and wander a little ways down the Cascade Mountain Range to show you the ins and outs and secret tips for exploring the Bavarian-themed mountain town of Leavenworth.
Yes, thank you guys so much for watching.
And John, I want to go check out the treehouse.
I think we should.
Again.
Let's go check it out.
Bye,
All right,
guys.
bye you guys. I think the obvious question is, why?
Because I absolutely love to swim. It's the greatest lake ever.
So say, I absolutely, that's right, it's easy.
Lake Chelan is the greatest and the lake in the world.
Where's John? Production? John? Where is that guy? He's so annoying. Come on, John.
Something like this, Vern? Lake Chelan is the greatest lake in the world. Go ahead.
Lake Chelan is the best lake in the world.
Okay, let's try one more time. I absolutely love to swim in Lake Chelan. It's the greatest lake in the world.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I love to swim, it's absolutely the best lake. It's
That's okay. Vicky, is this normal? That is perfect.
I nailed that.